Okay guys, so I'm actually just sat here chilling, just actually created some content for the channels, and the Instagram, the Twitter, everything like that. And whilst making the content, I had a thought, and I was speaking about, what it takes to be a trader. And I came to the conclusion that so many people that could potentially be really good traders end up failing because they just quit. They quit way too soon before they even gave it a chance. And I kind of think it's the same with every business. And obviously, there is going to be a point where you kind of realize, okay, let's say it's been 5 years, you're not making any money, you've just been losing year after year. In any business, in any endeavor you're actually putting your time and money into, there is obviously a point where you should just say, okay, for my health, for my financial stability, it is time to call it a day. But in trading, I feel like it shouldn't take that long. It shouldn't take 5 years, but you also still need to be patient. The best way to put it is you shouldn't go into trading with any expectations, but you also shouldn't go into trading without expecting to do well. So the reason I say expecting to do well is because you obviously shouldn't put your time and money into something that you don't think you're going to succeed in. So I made a video previously on this channel, another raw style video, where I spoke about how you have to be delusional to be a trader. And again, I'm going to bring that up. If you don't think you can become the best or you can become great at trading, don't start trading. It's literally as simple as that, because you're going to put a lot of time especially, money's obviously bad if you lose money and you don't end up making anything, but time, you can't get that back. Money, that's fine. It comes and goes. If you lose 10 grand next month, you'll make it back. That's completely fine. That's why I'm not opposed to spending money sometimes. But time, you need to value your time. The reason why people do fail is they spend so much time learning the wrong things. So when I started trading, it was very, very lucky because obviously I dropped out of college when I was 16 years old. And instead of doing what most traders do, they try and trade live accounts from the start. They try and flip their money. They do that for a year or two. Then they try and buy signals. Then they try and learn from somebody. This is not the greatest, route to take if you want to become profitable. I feel like the best way to do it, and the way that I did it and how I spent my time as effectively as possible, was basically from day one, I traded demo. Mainly because I was 16 and I couldn't have my own live account. And obviously, if you want to convince your parents to trade an account and you haven't had any proof that you can actually do it on a demo, obviously it's not the greatest proof, but it's kind of the only proof you can actually have, then it can be quite difficult. But you kind of need to spend your time on only things that are going to improve your edge in the markets. By saying this, I don't mean just backtest, because how do you know what your backtesting is going to work? You just don't know that. So what I say to do is pick one pair. Just go through your watch list, pick one random pair. Click on it. Okay, is it a pair that consolidates a lot? Is it a pair that trends a lot? So firstly, I pick a pair that trends a lot because, well, for my strategy anyway, I like trading trending markets because I get in on pullbacks and it is just a lot smoother. So firstly, I picked the trending pair, which at the time was gold. Gold trends like crazy. Once it stops, you just have a little breather, ready for the next rally. That's what happens with gold. So that was the pair I actually picked, and that's the pair that I was like, okay, I'm going to learn this pair. I'm going to properly learn it. So then you have to pick your confluences. Confluences, something you can learn from a course or you can learn from YouTube videos. Make sure you pick one person or one course and stick to it. Obviously, people are going to say, oh, this guy's course doesn't work, this guy's course doesn't work. It doesn't matter who you pick. Obviously, I'd say pick mine, link in the description. But that's obviously because I'd be biased because I know my strategy works well and all the people I've taught have done extremely well. So it's going to be biased. But learning one thing and sticking to it is the most important thing. It's like, let's say trading and business is very similar. Jeff Bezos, for example, he's stuck with Amazon. Bill Gates stuck with Microsoft. Like, these people stick with one thing and then they just go with that forever. Obviously, we've already selected trading if you're getting to this point in the video. So that's already concluded. Next, you need to pick your confluence and your setup. Pick one, stick with it. It doesn't matter if it doesn't work at 100% at the start, because that's completely fine. You're only just starting your trading. But you need to get to the point where you're developing it over and over and over again. You need to be able to see it so many times that when you enter the live markets, you open the charts and within 30 seconds, you can see if there's a setup or not. I can do it in less than 30 seconds, but obviously you just have to be sure. You just have to be sure. If I go on the charts now on GU, I can see whether there's a setup today. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, because I know exactly what I want to see. Because I've backtested so many times, I know exactly what I want to see. Whereas if I backtested 10 different types of trading and spent my time, you can't have 100% on each of those setups. It's just not possible. So I spent 100% on one, so I went all in on that one setup, that one pair. So now I've learned that, quite competently, and now I can trade it with ease. I feel like you should also pick one time frame. Very, very simple and self-explanatory. You don't have to flick through multiple time frames. You don't have any confusion, and it just makes it a lot easier. So when I actually did this, I was trading gold, 15-minute, and then my setup. This got to the point where I was growing as a trader so fast. Like, you probably see on my channel back in the day, like, I've been trading for 5 years now. So 4 years in, to 4 years ago even, I was making money. And I feel like I literally 10 hours a day, not even joking, 10 hours a day on the charts, developing my strategy. And this is because I went all in. If you don't go all in, you won't make it. It's as simple as that. But my point here is that I knew exactly what I needed to do. I needed to test each time frame. I needed to test my risk to rewards. I needed to test the setup. And once you've improved the setup, you can then improve your entries. Once you improve your entries, you can try to increase your risk to reward. Once you've done that, you can try and increase your win rate whilst increasing your risk to reward, which is the hardest part. So once you know, okay, I have this bit, I've slightly mastered this, move on to the next bit, master that, then master that, then master that. And then it kind of all comes together as, a profitable strategy. But people won't teach you this. They'll just say, buy my course and then you can become a trader. Or backtest all weekend, backtest all your hours in the evening. But this is all good, but they're not actually telling you what to backtest. You need to backtest your risk to rewards. So what's your max risk to reward on an average trade? What's your highest drawdown? Are your entries wrong? So when I say drawdown, I firstly mean drawdown on each trade. So let's say entries here, stop loss is here. How far does it go into drawdown before going to take profit? Is there an opportunity to scale in? Is there an opportunity to get better entries? These are all things that will increase your risk to reward, that will increase your overall profits, and that people neglect. You need to be focusing on the little things. Improving the little simple things in trading will mean that you can make so much money. The bits that people neglect and that they don't really talk about when they're trying to teach you. So focus on these, put enough hours in, and you too can become a profitable trader.